KS Services is now offering preventative maintenance plans as low as $12 a month. Preventative maintenance is so important when it comes to your HVAC system. Let us come check your system out and perform our 22-point inspection. It's better to be safe than sorry. We have so many plans to choose from and special offers that go along with them. Call today for more information. 205-322-9090. Alabama license number 11120.
It's the Weather Xtreme video. This is the morning edition for Friday, the 18th of January. I'm James Spann. Get ready for a wild roller coaster ride this weekend. Mild air, strong storms, snow flurries, cold air. It's all in there. Let's go in there and take a look at things. We'll kind of walk our way through this. Little wave that brought the rain yesterday is east of the state. We have low clouds that linger this morning, and the sky will stay mostly cloudy today, but it should be warmer. We are in the 40s and 50s early this morning. We're expecting a high in the low 60s in most spots today. That'll feel pretty good, but again, we're watching very cold air over Canada and the northern United States that will be dropping south as the dam breaks, and we'll feel that on Sunday with highs only in the 30s and a strong north wind. Now, that's an active map there. That's the watch warning map. First off, we have a dense fog advisory for parts of Alabama early this morning. That should dissipate by mid-morning. Up north, winter storm warnings in effect for cities like Chicago, Des Moines, St. Louis, and to parts of New England. And we'll see more of those watches being upgraded to winter storm warnings later today. Also, some scattered winter weather issues back in the western states and wind advisories for parts of Texas and Oklahoma. Could see a few strong storms west of the state today and tonight. A marginal risk up into Mississippi, back over toward Shreveport, Little Rock, Dallas-Fort Worth. And tomorrow, a chance of severe storms for parts of the Gulf Coast states. In Alabama, we've got the standard slight risk now. The area is in yellow south of a line from near Fayette to Aniana and Gadsden, down to Mobile and Atmore. And the marginal risk extends all the way up to the Shoals and Huntsville. And we'll talk much more about this as we go along. Precipitation for the next 7 days, wet for the upper Pacific coast. And, of course, the east is wet and snowy. Of course, the big snow's north of here. We could see some pretty robust rain amounts over the next 7 days. This is suggesting Huntsville maybe with 3.5 inches, Birmingham 2.5 inches, and 1 to 2 inches down across the southern part of the state. So let's take this thing one day at a time. Here's the GFS, the 06C run at noon today. You can see our wave off to the west, and for us, we're dry today for the most part. Just a small chance of a shower, but the sky will stay mostly cloudy. The weather should be mild with low 60s likely. You can see that surface low developing in the Texas Panhandle. Tomorrow, that surface low is north of Memphis, 999 millibars, a big snowstorm. St. Louis, Chicago, Indianapolis, Cleveland, Detroit, Erie, Pittsburgh. And, of course, we're in the warm sector. This is the 3-kilometer NAM, valid tomorrow afternoon at 3 o'clock. And you can see a fairly long line of showers, maybe some thunder from Huntsville down to Mobile. And a surface low on the 3-kilometer NAM showing up just northwest of Tupelo, under 1,000 millibars. The question is, can that stuff go severe? Well, this is the main limiting factor, and it's the surface-based CAPE. There's just not much. Now, if there's a little more than that, that would certainly mean a chance of severe storms. Let's look at a forecast sounding from Birmingham at 3 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. And no doubt the wind fields certainly favor severe storms. Good veering of the wind with altitude, good helicity. The hodograph looks impressive. But look at the surface-based CAPE, only 101 joules per kilogram. And that's going to be the key factor. So it's a fairly conditional threat. This is the 850 millibar winds. You can see those are just screaming. The wind's 5,000 feet off the ground, 65, almost 70 knots. That's a very strong low-level jet. So if we can see a little instability at the surface and that translates down, we could see some storms with strong gusty winds and maybe even an isolated tornado. This is the significant tornado parameter. And again, the numbers are low here because of the lack of instability, generally under 1 unit. But it's your classic case of very strong dynamics, very weak thermodynamics. And those can be problematic in the cold season. We always have to watch those very carefully, and we will. Otherwise, tomorrow, mild, windy. The high will be well up in the 60s. This is the timing when the stronger storms are likely. For northwest Alabama, 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. For the central part of the state, Birmingham, Gadsden, Mobile, 11 a.m. until 3 p.m. in the p.m. And again, we'll watch those things carefully. This tomorrow night at midnight, and you can see the main storms well to the east, and as cold air rushes in, no doubt, we could see snow flurries over North Alabama. But again, we don't expect any accumulation or any impact. And we don't expect any travel issues. We'll have strong north winds, lowering dew points that should dry most of the moisture off the roads before any ice would try and develop. And then Sunday at midday, it's clearing, windy, cold. We'll be in the 30s all day. That northwest wind's going to make it feel colder. But the sky should become sunny by afternoon. Monday, the morning will be cold, lows between 15 and 25. Monday will be sunny with a high in the upper 40s. This is Tuesday. Clouds increase with our next system off to the west, and here comes the rain again on Wednesday. Wednesday looks wet, and it might be a case where temperatures go the wrong way. We might see falling temperatures as more cold air noses in here, and we've seen little evidence on really both the global models that there might be some change over to snow briefly on the backside of this Wednesday night or early Thursday. Typically, in a case like that, we don't have too many issues, but it's just something to watch for now. There's obviously no skill in dealing with that this far in advance. During the day Thursday, really the GFS still looks kind of wet, but we'll figure the rain will be ending pretty early in the day of precipitation. It will be colder, will be in the 40s, and this is a week from today, Friday the 25th. Again, a big ridge over the western part of the continent, big trough over the east, and that looks cold and dry. Let's go out 10 days, Sunday the 27th, still troughing in the east and still kind of cold and dry. Here are the numbers coming off the European. You can see the high dropping to 38 on Sunday. It's got 22 now for Birmingham Monday, but clearly colder pockets go in the teens, and after that, temperatures will likely stay below average for the rest of the month. That's it for the Weather Xtreme video this morning. We'll have notes in the blog. The next video here by 4 o'clock this afternoon. If you can't catch us this evening on ABC 3340 News at 4, 5, 6, and 10 o'clock. Thanks for watching. Have a great day, and God bless.